Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants, dominant. Paying homage to the cats in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, you straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the side. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Feel me tripping in tempo as they cook my game plan. Let my brand for loop and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that the Knicks we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we embrace the fan base, hit the links, after your mace. We drink the logo when there's hairspace that appear like square space. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's any dashes on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine on Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go,
in the
let's go.
building. Knicks real talk. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Yeah. What's good, everybody? Knicks Real Talk, the post game. We in the building tonight, man. We had to come here and bring you some fire tonight, man. After that tremendous game last night at the Garden, Knicks 109-94 to the Boston Celtics. We had to get in here tonight. It's Devon, my man, Shop Powers, the chat, salute everybody. Let's get it popping. Shop Powers, what's good, brother?
Salute to you, Devon. Salute to the chat. Big task again. Everybody cash out. Big task at hand. Everybody that's in here early to hear what we got to say about last night monster win over Boston.
Yeah, real talk. That was where it was at last night, ladies and gentlemen. The Urban Brothers was in their bag last night. We got a lot of accolades and flowers to give out last night, man. But they came out there and played, man. That was a really, really beautiful victory for the Knicks, man. Just to go out there, to know that, you know what, we fighting for something the way they are, man. They went out there and handled their business, man. We get into all the stats in a few minutes. But, right now we got to be feeling good about it, man. So salute to the New York Knicks for going out there going hard. I mean, they went hard, man. Real talk. And what can I say about the way the team overall played? Shot Powers, Mitchell Robinson, quickly was killing it. I mean, he was doing his thing. And then once again, the Loch Ness monster, they put Shot Powers, when I see that game thought, and they put Quentin Grimes on Jason Tatum last night out the door. I was like, whoa, this boy guarding everybody in the NBA. He shut him down last night. He only had 14 points, made it tough for him. And then the night, a couple of games before that, he did the CJ McCollum. He did it to Bradley Beal. I mean, Quentin Grimes is literally locking these cats up in the building, man. Real talk, man. Salute to my man, Lionel Judas. Salute to you. Julian, what's popping, Julian? Yeah, man. But them boys, was in their bag last night, man. Good victory from wire to wire. Defense tenacity was there. Block Ness Monster was doing this thing. Julius got us hot with about 9 or 10 points in the first quarter. But it's a lot of flowers to go around. But what a great window shot, Powell. I can't be more happy what we seen last night.
Man, to watch the game yesterday and not see Julius Randle have a big game, Jalen Brunson not have a big game, RJ Barrett not have a good game, and still win by 15 points. We were horrible at the free throw line last night, one of my pet peeves, but we pulled out. If we'd have hit, we missed like 9 or 11 free throws. If we'd have hit 9, we'd have blew them out. We'd have really blew them out. We'd had them like 120 or something like that. So with that being said, man, kudos to this team, man, and kudos to how the Knicks are playing basketball right now together. And I mean, they are playing some together basketball, and also kudos to Tom Thibodeau for putting those lineups out there and making those rotation and calling those timely timeouts and stuff like that when he sees threat coming and stuff like that. Kudos to him, man, because majority of the time when he calls those timeouts and we come back on the offense, we get a basket. I mean, and it kind of covers the wound for a second or two. So kudos to these guys, man. Word up.
Yeah, they came out to play, man. You gotta love the way they did their thing last night. They played hard. The defense was solid, and everything just was clicking on. And for us, like you said, not to have a great stellar game, which I kind of thought Jalen Brunson wasn't going to have, but he did make some pivotal plays in that game.
Yeah.
Real talk. He even put some pressure on Marcus Smart. But I can't say enough about Quentin Grimes, man, and what them cats did. And the reason why I say that, man, because listen, that boy was out there D'ing him up. Mitchell Rouse was
Loch Ness. How you call it, Divine? Loch Ness.
Yeah. Check it out. Loch Ness. Let me hit y'all up for it quick. There it go. There it go right there. That's what it do. Them boys was in it last night. And I can't say enough about them boys, man. Them boys was in it last night. So let's salute to them. I said Loch Ness plus Block Ness equal monster. That's what it was. Them boys were locked. Yo, he made it hard on Jason Tatum last night. You know when you got a 6'5", 6'4", 6'5" guard like that, make it tough for Jason Tatum, man. And then when you bring Hart in there to help add on, I did not think that they give Tom Thibodeau. He said, "This is my best defender, on-ball defender, and I'm gonna put him on their best player last night." That was so huge for the New York Knicks, man. I cannot say that enough for Tom Thibodeau to have guts to do that. Say, I'm gonna put this cat on their best player. I think he's one of my best defenders. And Chop Powell, he stepped up though. He stepped up last night, man. And that was a beautiful sight to see. So salute to my man Quentin Grimes. Even though you didn't even have a good scoring game, 5 points, he had a block, but 4 assists.
He had 5 points, but he had one big 3-pointer coming down when they was threatening, and he hit that 3-pointer. We went back up, I think, back into double digits. I was right around that sway, like 8, 9, 9, 10. They were real close, and he hit that 3, and we went back up. I think we jumped back up into the teens. So salute to him for that.
He knows about that too, about Quentin Grimes, ladies and gentlemen, and Sha. He always hit them clutch threes, though, them big threes. Even when this game is not on totally for shooting some deep, but every game he hit that 1-3 that turns that whole momentum around sometimes. So you got to give him flowers for knocking them things down in front of their bench and not getting rattled or nothing. He let it fly.
He liked the left side too. He liked the left side.
And you can't say that about that Hezzy though. Came down the lane, crossed my man over with that little quick Hezzy and made that finger roll, that layup. I'm like, this boy got it, man. Real talk, he got it. He gonna be all right when, like I said, when he get it going consistently out there. Nick's gonna be a problem, bro. It'll be a problem. Salute to my man Danny. Salute to the chat. Danny in the building. Met Nick fan. Let's go. Fabian, Big Taz, Cash Out, Julian. Salute to the whole chat, man. Real talk. We in the building, man. This post game, I'm going to come in today, give y'all a little fire, and let y'all give us some y'all fire coming out of that chat room. It's good, man. We know, and we feeling good right now about the Knicks, man. And like Big Taz, make sure I hit them thumbs up, man. Bring them up with the thumbs up. But yeah, man, I'm looking at this thing moving forward. I like where we at, man. I like the way we playing. We got a big schedule coming up from here on out for the next, I'm going to say 10 games. Obviously, we got the Brooklyn Nets tomorrow. Then we got Miami Friday. Then we got Boston Sunday. And then we go on that West Coast swing for 4 games. Out there, Clippers, Lakers, Portland, and so who else we got out there? Oh, yeah, and Sacramento. So we definitely going to be out there trying to go hard, man. And we just got to keep the momentum going. And like Tom Thibodeau said, like, this team ain't even where he think they need to be. He think they ain't nowhere near they need to be. When you hear a coach say that, like me and Shop, I was talking about that in the back. When you got a coach who's not satisfied with the way you playing, you still winning. That means something. Yeah, man. He sees something that they can even be even better, and that's a scary situation, man. When a coach like Tibbs, like, listen, he get the best out of his players, and he feel like they ain't even playing his best right now. He feel like they still got a way to go. That is crazy to me. And he still believes that, so that's good, And also that's letting him know that he know what he see that we don't see sometimes, whether it's in practice. Like I said, RJ got to get it going. Offensively, Grind got to get it going a little bit. I like Obi Toppin minutes last night. I thought he did a good job last night. 3 for 4 field goals and everything. So overall, Shot Powell, I think they playing some consistent basketball, and I still think they got a little more they can get better at. Like you said, the free throw shooting. The defense was stellar last night. So we're going to see, because we know when we go to Boston Sunday, Jaylen Brown might be back. They're going to have revenge on their mind. These next 3 games is big for the Knicks before we go on that West Coast trip. So I'm hoping that we can go out here and try to get each one of these games and then get ready to go out there to the West Coast and to see if we can win some games out there, man. And, LeBron's going to be down out here, so
Yeah, I'm ready for every last one of these games coming up. And I mean, I know the Knicks are ready for it. They're amped for it. The Knicks right now are playing they're playing really good basketball, man, and it's it's very noticeable that they're playing real good basketball when you hear the Matt Kellermans and the Stephen A's and the ESPNs and the TNT guys and stuff talk about the New York Knicks.
All the haters.
I mean, you know what I mean? They talking about the Knicks.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's not a small thing. And the reason why they're talking about the Knicks because we are in the 5th spot right now. And everyone had us at, bottom of the league. Brunson was an overpay. Julius Randle was an overpay a couple of years ago. He didn't know how he was going to react to this year and stuff like that. RJ drama, and we are shining right now, man. We're looking pretty good, man. I always rep the orange and blue, but I really rep them now. You see me coming, I'm screaming it to everybody that I know that's not. I'm screaming at them, far distance, long, all the way down the hall. Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Way down the hall, you know what I mean? So, it's a good feeling. And I hope that this team continues to do what they're doing, man. They're playing phenomenal basketball. And the next 3 games are major games. Every game coming down the pike is a major game because a lot of these games are against East Coast teams. So they make them all major, and they're all right around where we at right now. So, salute to this New York Knicks team for making me feel like this team. I mean, this team is a good team, making me feel like this team is a good team this year, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, good one, Cash out there. I was watching a little bit before I went and got him a grind today, but Monica Nut holding it down on ESPN, real talk. Yeah, you ain't kidding, Dave Stevens, salute to you. Here come the bandwagoners, man. I be saying that now. Not only on the TV networks, we had a lot of people up, in the pod atmosphere didn't think the Knicks was this good. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know what y'all must be looking at something different than I'm looking at. I thought this team was going to be good all the way around, man. You had a lot of people putting down on the Knicks. Don't go on Twitter. You're going to lose your mind with all that. I'm like, listen, y'all watching the same basketball that we are watching? You know what I mean? It's like the numbers don't lie. The eye test don't lie. I mean, I got a good eye. So I think when I'm watching that Knicks game, I see things that's really, really showing me why this team is good. I just think they got guys who can get buckets, and they start to play better on defense, and they bench coming through. So I'm happy about that. Salute to D Cool and everybody, man, to the chat and everybody. Listen, guys, let's look at the the box score from last night. Let's go over a couple of numbers with all the guys, man. We can really talk about some good things, man. That was amazing. He gave 14 in the first quarter, and they missed a lot of shots, but a lot of the shots we was causing them to miss too. So they can't blame it on that they was missing shots. We was making them miss shots as well.
The defense was intense last night.
Yeah,
it was definitely intense.
Yes, it was. If you look right here, let's look at last night, ladies and gentlemen. Randle had 36 minutes, 7 for 16. He's been shooting the ball well, 3 for 9 for downtown. He missed 3 free throws. He only had 7 rebounds, 4 assists, but he was a +8, 23 points. Mitchell Robinson was the man last night to me, 5 for 5 field goals. He missed all his chatty stripe shots. Had 13 rebounds, man. Oh my goodness, he was boarding on these cats, man. 2 steals, 2 blocks, +7, phenomenal 10 points for Mitchell Robinson. Ever since he's been back off that injury, he's been double-doubling for the Knicks.
Double-double.
Tibbs still say he wanted to be better at that defense rebounding. And Mitch said, I got to get that up to an A. If Tibbs give me a C, I got to get my defense rebound up to an A+. So that means he's going to watch that boy start terrorizing the rim to get like 15 rebounds a game pretty soon. RJ Barrett, Drayden Brunson, 40 minutes last night. Didn't shoot the ball well at all last night. 4 for 14, 7 rebounds, though. That was good. He contributed to the rebounding factor. He only had 2 assists. He was a +21. And the reason why he was a +21 last night, because I think he was controlling that game. When he was on that floor, the Knicks was doing what they did. You know what I mean? So, he got to the charity strike 12 times. He knocked out 9 of them. and he was a plus 21, but it's a well-deserved plus 21 because he was really 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 17 points. Plus, you got a good defender like Marcus Smart on you. That's a plus to me right there. To have Marcus Smart defending you, still get you 17 points, still get you 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal. Only had 1 turnover. That was pretty impressive. He didn't shoot the ball well from deep, but that's okay. But everything else, he had the highest plus minus on the team. RJ Barrett, the only one that had a -6 last night on the team. He was the only one on the team with a minus. 4 for 14, 1 for 3 from downtown, 7 rebounds though. The one thing I can say about RJ Barrett, even when his offense ain't going, he's doing other things. He had 7 rebounds last night. That was good. 2 assists. He had 5 turnovers. Them turnovers, he got to get better at that, man. RJ got to start forcing sometime. He kind of started to look like the Julius Randle last year, a couple of years ago, spinning in the lane when he got 20 people around. So he got to clean that up a little bit. Quentin Grimes, he had a great game. He wasn't a negative, wasn't a minus, but his defense on Jason Tatum was spectacular, bro. He was locking that boy down. He made it hard on him. I got to give him flowers, man. He had 4 assists, and I love that about him. The assist numbers was there, and he only had 5 points, but he still, like I said, he wasn't minus. But I think you can't underestimate what he did on the defense side of the ball. Obi Toppin had a good game last night. 12 minutes, 3 for 4, 1 for 3 from downtown. Hit both with charity stripe shots, 4 rebounds. Good to see Obi doing that in 12 minutes, 4 rebounds. That's good. +7, 9 points. Harkenstein to have no points. Come on, Hart. What's up with you, my brother? He only took 1 field goal shot though, and he only had 1 rebound. So he didn't even have only 16 minutes last night because my man had Rich doing his thing. But the 2 dudes you got to look at is the 2 bottom dudes, Jay Hart and Emmanuel Quickly. Jay Hart, 27 minutes, 5 from 8 from the field, 2 from 3 from downtown, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Come on, that's crazy. 2 steals, +15, 12 points. That duo right there. And speaking of the next man, 31 minutes, 7 for 13, 4 for 7 from downtown. Only missed 1 shot for the chatty stripe, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, +15. Emmanuel Quickly is that dude. He is that. Them 2 dudes right there, ladies and gentlemen, for the Knicks. I think they got a tough. People gonna have a tough out against that second unit when you got Jay Hart and them in there like that. And just to see what I mean about why I give him. If I look at Jason Tatum, 6 for 18. That was Quentin Grimes, just about all that right there. -18, 1 for 9 for downtown, 37 minutes. Yo, my man, my boy put that boy in a donut last night, so I'm going to hate to say that. But and Marcus Smart was the one that really did his thing last night. And other than that, Brockton was killing it too. But overall, they had nothing for the Knicks last night. But I'm telling you right now, the New York Knicks came to play last night, man. And I'm so happy to see that took place, man, because I think they were really was in there doing their thing, man. So salute to them. Salute to Canal in the chat. Canal was good, my brother. Salute to you and salute to the rest of the chat. Knicks Real Talk Postgame, Divine Shop House. We in the building tonight, man. Just came in a little bit. He had a little bit of energy from last night. I know y'all done heard it all from yesterday and today with all the other podcasters, but we in here Knicks Real Talk style, Knicks Real Talk way. And that's what we doing, man. So salute to the team, man. Overall, 109-94, great win. What was impressive to me, that first quarter held them to 15, they 31 in the second, 29. That last quarter, though, 19 points. They got all that back. That was nice to see that they shut the boys down that second half shot power. So I think it was a gutsy and gritty win. Hopefully we can get this thing popping tomorrow against Brooklyn, man, and see if we can win another one, man, and get to 10 games, over 500, 7 in a row.
Yesterday's the team had seven-ish players in double-digit scoring. Obi Toppin had 9 points, I believe. He was close, 9, so that's what I made 7-ish. But Quentin Grimes, IQ, Jay Hart, Julius Randle, who I'm missing? Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. Who else had double digits? It was 6 + 1, 6 and almost Obi. Who am I? Oh, Jalen Brunson. RJ?
No, RJ had he had 10 points last night.
All right, so RJ, Jim, the whole starting lineup except for Grimes. It was 6 players, 4 plus the 4 starters plus Jay Hart and IQ. Mm-hmm. Six players in double digits plus Obi Toppin with 9 points, almost 7 players in double digits. That is major, man. That is major. And some of the double digits are high double digits. IQ had what 23 or something like that.
3.
Yeah, you know what I mean. J Hart had about 12 or 13. You know what I mean? Those are big numbers right there. Timely shooting from Quentin Grimes, hitting that big 3-pointer, making that layup in the hole, and the banger assist when he drove to the hole and dished it out to IQ when he wet that 3 in the corner. I mean, you know, this is what we're doing now, man. You know, we got to continue to try to push the pace, control the pace. And I mean, because they don't push the pace as much as I want them to. I want them to run a little bit because they got some athletic guys. But and that second unit moves. They get up the court quick. They utilize their whole 24 seconds. They get across that line quick so they could get together and do what they're gonna do. So you know, and yeah, I think we got out. Was it out rebounded or we got beat in the paint? One, I think we got beat in the paint. I think they outscored us in the paint. First time I seen that in a long time. I think the Boston had 52, I think, in the paint, and we had 45 or so in the paint or something like that. So I was amazed by seeing that. But we shot almost 40 free throws last night, man. We get to the line a lot, man. We get to the line over 20 times a night, man. I think it was 39. We missed like 11 or something like that. That is major, man. And we got some fast break points also to put into that compilation, you know what I mean, to put everything together and stuff like that. And we playing some really good basketball right now, man. And I'm psyched to see what we do tomorrow. Right now, Brooklyn is playing Giannis and them. So let's see what happens after the night. So that's a back-to-back for us. That could be, you know, something that we need to see.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk. Just to, you guys, yeah, Dwayne Washington Jr. The Cactus get buckets, man. His defense game. You know, I think he's Derek Fisher's. You know, Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher. You know, that cat was. You know, I think it's Derek Fisher's nephew. I think it is. Or it's because you know they played with the Lakers. His father. The kid grew up around Kobe Bryant. He used to call him Uncle Kobe. I mean, Kobe literally helped raise this young man. But the cat can light it up though. His defense. I'm not sure about the defense canal, how good he is on the defense side of the ball. But the boy can light it up in a minute. He gets you buckets like it ain't nothing. And he really can do that, you know. So, but I'm not sure of his defense game. I'm quite sure when you don't got a defense game, tip and make you find a way to make you play it. So, but yeah, he definitely can get it going though. You know, and he would, like I said, that's a good pickup for the Knicks, man. They're keeping that family thing together, man. Like I said, he probably when he was growing up, Julius Randle was out there with Kobe Bryant. He probably was a young kid going out there then, or a young guy. You know, Derek Fisher, they're keeping all that family. I love what the Knicks are doing, man. They're keeping they getting guys who they know that's professional and understand systems and understand stuff like that. They don't not bringing in anybody because they got a name. Now that's what I'm really happy about what the New York Knicks are doing. That they're bringing in guys who are true, dedicated to their craft. Let me put it like that. With all the other stuff. So yeah, man, it's good right now. Last night was really a good test for the Knicks. We got them guys again Sunday though. We go down to Boston on Sunday. You know, they're gonna be a revenge game for them, but I ain't sweating it. I think tomorrow, I think we got to take care of the Nets tomorrow. And Nets got a 10-point lead at halftime over a Giannis list Milwaukee Bucks team. But that don't mean that'll last. You know, and so I think we get ready tomorrow, play the Nets, try to get the Nets up out of here, get to 37 and 27, man. That is straight phenomenal. And the reason why I bring that up, ladies and gentlemen, because tomorrow is really where the get down starts for just the NBA overall. And I bring it up, let you guys see what I'm talking about. I think it's so important that tomorrow Shop House is going to be with us about, because if you look at what's going on in the NBA tomorrow, it's going to be a big tab for the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow's game, the Heat play the Philadelphia 76ers. They beat the Heat by the other night by missing a shot. The Cavaliers, that's the game I'm looking at right there, in Boston tomorrow. All right, so you got the Sixers and the Heat, big games tomorrow. The Celtics and the Cavaliers, us and the Nets tomorrow. That is huge, bro. If we win that game tomorrow, and if Sixers get that revenge game against the Heat, And if the Celtics can beat the Cavaliers have 26 losses. We have 27 losces. That is a huge game. That's some huge basketball tomorrow, man. I can't say that. I'm be glued in tomorrow. Even though I'm be watching the Knicks game, I'm gonna be checking out these scores because that game right there is the one I'm gonna keep my eye on. The 76ers and the Heat. And I think Boston, after what we did to them, knowing that Cleveland Cavaliers is not a good road team. They're not a good road team. They're 13 and something on 13 and 18 on the road. Like I said the other day, I would say, and going into next week, it might be a whole different scenario with the Knicks, man, and where they at moving forward. And then that Friday, we got the Heat. The Celtics got the Nets. You see what I'm saying? The Celtics got the Nets. We got the Heat. It just gets crazy after that, man. So we just got the Heat got the Hawks, and they just got a new coach, Sixers and Bucks. We just got to keep an eye on this thing, man. It's gonna be real interesting going down the line. But tomorrow gonna be a big game for everybody, man. I think the Knicks got a chance to really separate themselves a little bit from two of these teams tomorrow if they go out there and play their game and get this thing going. Spree, what's good, Spree, my man? Spree, it's good to see you, my brother. Thank you for coming in. Long time I see you. Salute to my man Spree, though. Yeah, man. But they got a big game tomorrow, and I think we win that game tomorrow. And I think the Celtics will beat the Raptors. I think the Celtics will beat Cavaliers in Boston. They know they got embarrassed by the New York Knicks, and I do think being that the Heat beat them in Philly the other day by 2 points with Embiid had to kind of shoot a shot from a longer distance, and it didn't go in. They won the game. But I do think that tomorrow's going to be a pretty much interesting game, Shop House. The Knicks can prevail tomorrow, and they can get in there and play their game like they played against Boston, win that game. I think these cats is going to be interesting tomorrow night. So we're going to keep our ears open, eyes open, ears to the ground. It's going to be popping tomorrow, man. Let's see if they can get a shot power. But that's a good chance for us to pick up some ground on somebody tomorrow.
Right now, we if I'm not mistaken, we're half a game ahead of Brooklyn. If they lose tonight, we'll be a full game in front of Brooklyn. If we beat them tomorrow, we'll be a game and a half in front of Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that being said, that gets us closer to Cleveland. And Cleveland got some hard games coming up. I mean, let's make it clear. The games that we got coming up, I'm trying to win everyone. So every time I come on here, I'm going to try to see if I can put some emphasis in the air, some incense, or burn some incense, like some candles or whatever I got to do to try to bring the Knicks to win a basketball game. And I mean, whatever I could do, the optimist that I am, I'm going to try to make sure that happens. Try to project it. But there's some big games that the Knicks have right now too. All these teams that we're coming up against right now are in the top 10, fighting for the same thing that we're fighting for, playoff positioning. And these are games that make or break a team. And I think we could get Brooklyn. I think we could get Miami, and I think we could beat Boston again. I think our next loss is going to be on the West Coast trip. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's going to be to the Lakers. I think we owe them one, even though they got a better team now. And I think we got to get back on the Clippers too. I think the odd team out is that team. The last game. I think that's the last game.
Portland with Damian Lillard and our boy.
They're gonna start. They're gonna try to score like 60 points apiece or something like that. But I think that's the game that we'll probably watch out for. You know what I mean? I think Dame. That's the last game of the swing, right?
Last game they go.
Last game. I think that's the one. That's the one that I think will be ready to be like, all right, well, we give up on this one. We'll go back. We go back home, and then we'll start a new run. So let's get it.
Yeah, real talk. For me, guys, we'll throw that up right quick. Let's throw the schedule up and let's look at the game to me, which I think is so important for us, and why we got to look at the schedule because we got some tough games. I mean, the Miami game is going to be a tough game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Not get it twisted. Miami Heat still who they are. But I say tomorrow, no question, we go out there, roll on the Nets tomorrow, beat them, go down to South Beach. It's gonna be a tough game in South Beach, man. Because like I said, but I like the way we built. The one thing I don't fear about a lot of teams is because we do have three guys that literally, if they own that night, they could just bust anybody. But I think they got Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Tyler Hero. but we got Jalen Brunson, Randall, and R.J. Barrett. I do not fear none of these teams because we got 3 guys. Damn, they give me 20 points a game on the offense side of the ball this year. Now you got Mitchell Robinson back. I think Mitchell Robinson makes it hard on Bam Adebayo. We got to see what Julius Randle going to do with Kevin Love. Obviously, Kevin Love he can get the ball outside, shoot it pretty well. His defense, and I think Julius Randle dropped 40 on Kevin Love, so I'm not worried about that. And then we got to see with RJ and Jimmy Butler, but I don't think Kyle Lowry got enough for Jalen Brunson though. So they picked up Kevin Love, but I don't think that he made them that much better. You know what I mean? And I would love to have Kevin Love on the Knicks at the time, but I don't worry about Miami neither. I'm really not. I think we got 3 guys that can get it popping on any given night, man. Even though RJ in a little slump right now, I don't think that's going to last. And he could pop sooner or later for something. But I think we get that game against the Heat and the Nets. Then after we got to go in, that's going to be a tough game in Boston, man. We just beat them cats. They coming out with revenge. Jaylen Brown might be back. They're going to be feeling some type of way. But man, Jason Tatum is going to try to go for 100. You know what I mean? So it's going to be tough, that game right there, man, against Sunday against the Celtics. But I'm confident we are going in and playing. After that, I think we beat the Hornets. They done lost a LaMelo Ball tough. They down at the bottom of the cellar, but they got a scrappy team down there, though. They done beat some pretty good teams down there. They beat Cleveland, to be honest, and a couple other teams. So I think we just got to try to get this East Coast thing out the way, and we can really go lead this East Coast with a win tomorrow and beat these 2. And, man, listen, then we go on that West Coast trip, and we come back off the West Coast trip 2-2, I'm happy. Even we go out to the West Coast and come back 2-2, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Then we get home. And then once we get home, we got the Timberwolves. Then we go back down to Miami again. We got the Nuggets, the Timberwolves. Then we go down to Miami. We got the Magic. That's when the Magic and the Rockets. We got the Heat back at the Garden, and we got the Cavaliers on the 31st. So I do think that it's going to be interesting these next couple of games, man. I don't think we have a problem with the Nets tomorrow. I really don't. I think that team they only got Dinwiddie, I'm talking about forward, a guy who's a threat from scoring from anywhere. Mikal, he can score, but he's not a dynamic scorer. I think Dinwiddie is that guy for them, and I think we got more scores than they do. So I think that should be interesting. See how that goes. But I'm really, really confident that we can go ahead and win these next 3 or 4. And then go to the West Coast trip. By then, I think we're gonna be, no matter if we lose a game, we're not leaving out of that 4th or 5th spot. And that's what we want to see the Knicks do. Try to get a 2.5 or 3-game lead over Miami. Try to get the Cavaliers closer to us so we can move past them. So if we go out on the West Coast, we lose a game or 2, it ain't going to affect us not too much because we're going to have a nice size lead when we come back home, knowing that we still going to be in that 4th or 5th position. So I think it's going to be real interesting, man, after this thing, man. And let's hope that these guys go out here and play their game, man. And if they do that and execute the way I think they will, I think we're going to be pretty good. I think we come out here and roll it here and come back home and get ready to lock this thing down with us. We have about, 10 games left after that. About 12 games after that, something like that. We just got to close it out, man. Close it out. We playing a lot of teams that we play the Cavaliers again. We got the I think the Nets again, everything like that. So we got some teams that we still got to kicking the butt a little bit to give us a little bit more distance in the standard. But they ready to roll. We just got to hope that Quentin Grimes and RJ get their shooting going. They scoring, but they not. RJ got to get back to being a little bit more efficient. But he'll be okay. I'm confident he'll be all right. And I think Quentin Grimes got to kind of get a little bit more consistent from downtown. Though he shot 37, almost 38% last night, that was pretty decent. For us not even be shooting the ball too well, Knicks shot 38% from downtown, 37 point something last night from downtown, and I'll take that. I'll take that in a heartbeat. But I think once RJ get in a good groove, and I think Quentin Grimes start knocking him down. Because right now, Jay Hart, quickly, Randall, even though Brunson didn't shoot good last night, like downtown last night, we got some cats who could knock him down. Brunson been shooting over 40% the whole season. So I'm not really worried about him neither. But overall shot power, we just got to take it one game at a time, step by step. But at the same time, we know it's the ball is in our hand. We don't worry about what the other team's doing, but we got to make sure we understand what they're doing. See, I'm not worried about, like I said, let the other team beat each other up all week, all day long, and we just win the game we need to win. But we got to also keep in mind, it does matter. We want to see this team beat that team because it helps us. Not that we're dependent on them, but listen, we want to see the Nets lose tonight. We want to see the Heat lose tomorrow. And that way it just benefits us. You know what I mean? And we win our game. We want to get some separation.
It makes it better.
Yeah, facts. Take the pressure off everybody, man. And I'm looking forward to that, man. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Big game tomorrow. But last night was the game, though. That was the game last night. I can't say enough about the Knicks last night, man. If I have a definitive quote that I'm gonna live by, that was the New York City Gritty Committee. That mother was gritty last night, shot pile. I'm like, okay, y'all want to come in, and then, like I said, it's certain things that's like a spark, a night of fire. That was Mitchell Robinson last night with that block on Jason Tatum. That spent that shit. I was like, yo, that was bananas, man.
There were a lot of great. If you watch the game again, if you get a chance, you will see a lot of good defense with Mitchell Robinson, IQ, Jalen Brunson, Jay Hart. There was some really good defense. The way they really played a good basketball game against Tatum. They switched on him. They stayed. Even if they switched off, they switched and they made it to the man that they're supposed to keep it defensive angled. It was a couple of plays, man. The steals that Jay Hart got yesterday in the lane. That pass that I forgot Williams was getting ready to pass and Jay Hart jumped in the lane. There was of course the Mitchell Robinson block that was monstrous. That really kind of quieted him down there, man. Another thing about Mitchell Robinson, man, I say this all the time, man. When Mitch is in the court and on defense, you don't see too many people going north and south. They usually go east and west, i.e. what happened with Tatum trying to go to the south. He got put back right to the north, man. We went on a north. We went right back up north, right back down to the basket. So, it's a lot of plays that he intimidates players, man. He's top 5 in blocking out people. You know what I mean? And if he gets you on his back, and another thing you have to notice about Mitchell Robinson, when he's down there, this is how you know he's a threat. 2 people defend Mitchell Robinson when he's down there. 2 people. It is a beautiful thing to see Mitchell Robinson back in the fold, and I hope he can stay healthy and bring us, help us out tremendously down in that center position.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, Ron, real talk, man. We know you always in our prayers.
Oh, Ron, man.
We was on it, man. Listen, my brother, you're a strong man, man. Keep your head up, stay strong. You know what it is, man. All the love will get you through, man. I know what you're going through, the tough situation, my brother, but the Knicks real talk for me. We here, brother. Real talk. We here to support. If you need anything from us, holla at me, man. Real talk. No matter what it is. If you need me for something, holla at me, my brother. But just keep your head up, man. Stand strong and prayers up, man. I know you got we know you got another a strong half, man. So hopefully she'll be okay, man. So to you, my brother. Much love, real talk. But yeah, man, you know what? It one game at a time. Tomorrow, hey, check it out. The Nets only got the Bucks by 4 now. So they down 70-66. Milwaukee mess around win that game. That's a good look for us as well. So let's hope that we go in there and they beat the Bucks, beat them tomorrow. And then the Bucks beat them tonight, and we go in there and beat them tomorrow. We got we gained a game and a half on them cats in one night and 2 nights, a full game and a half a game from tonight. So let's see if Milwaukee can get in there and try to get this win, man. Hopefully they can without Giannis and all that good stuff, man. But yeah, Shot Powers, man. You know what's interesting? One thing I got to say about just to piggyback to Mitchell Robinson, when he blocked Jason Tatum's shot, he did that. He I was like, Mitch was in it last night, man. That cat is playing some good.
Come on, man. You knew you can't do that on me, man. Man.
And I tell you what, Jay Hart, listen, when my man got that tech, he got spunked. That's what I like about him and Quickly. Him and Quickly got swag, man. I mean, they Quickly and Jay Hart got swag like no other on that team, man. Them cats are dogs, cause literally. And I'm like, these cats when you go against that backcourt, when they both for the game, when you go against that backcourt, that's a hard backcourt to score against. I mean, them boys can score, play some ball back there, man. And I'm really loving what I'm seeing from these guys, man. The energy, the effort, the dog in them, guy, they doggish, man. Them cats was out there really, and to see them make Jay. That's about 8 too many times. That's about the third time I seen Jay Taylor leave out of MSG like that. Shop hours. You know what I mean? So, salute to Tom Thibodeau, the New York Knicks, the front office, the back office, the side office, everybody. Them brothers got them Knicks playing some good basketball, and I still think the best is yet to come. And like I said, we've been seeing it the whole season. I mean, like I said, it's not so much about even being positive. It's just that, the numbers don't lie, the eye test don't lie. What I see in this team was somebody went and acquired a point guard. The New York Knicks went and acquired a true point guard through free agency that literally turned this thing around.
Thanks.
Literally turned it around. And that's when we said at the beginning of the season, when the Knicks got Jalen Brunson, I like it's gonna be a different Knicks. Just say the Knicks team with Alex Burks and Kemba Walker and all these guys. This is a whole different monster right here. You know what I mean? So I'm happy that it worked out the way it did. And let's hope they can keep going, man. We got 20 games left in the season, whatever, 2021, and it ain't over till it's over. But I'm comfortable with where you at though. And I still don't think you see the Knicks' best basketball. Like I said, think about last night. Like you said, we would have hit our free throw. We probably blew them out by 120 or something. You know what I mean?
Word up.
And if once Quentin Grimes or RJ find a way to get a good rhythm, they just haven't got that rhythm yet. I'm waiting for Quentin Grimes to get his. I think once he can knock down about two or three jump 3-pointers a game, if he get us two a game, three a game, then I think it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be hard to beat us with the defense that we have. When you got a good defense like that and you playing good ball, we done moved up in the almost top 10 of defense, damn near almost.
I think after the All-Star break, I think we top 3 or something like that.
And the Owls been top all year long, so pretty good team, man. I think the Knicks they are who they say they are. So we'll see. But it's a good feeling, Shop Powell. I can't be more happy about the squad, man. Let's hope tomorrow, man, we just can go ahead and just find a way to beat the Nets tomorrow, man. Get that. Every win is important. Every game is important. Every win is important. We got a tough road trip coming up. Got to go back to Boston. Got to go down to Miami, but that's okay. We built for this. Everybody, we beat a lot of top teams at home at their home court this year. Knicks is a good road team, so I'm pretty confident in that aspect that, they'll go on the road, Shop Powell, and produce pretty well.
I'm with this team here. We have so many places that we could go. Like I said last night, we didn't have a stellar game from Brunson last night, nor did we have a stellar game from RJ or Quentin Grimes, aside from Quentin Grimes' defense. You know what I mean? But overall, we didn't have a scoring game for them. We had almost 7 players last night in with double-digit scoring. And I mean, we got to the line almost 30 times last night. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I harp on it, because I watched the Knicks get to the line since the beginning of the year. The Knicks have to be averaging at least 20 getting to the line of at least 20 times a night. And that's 20 points guaranteed that if you make your free throws, you get those points, man. And then you could combine those points with the free throws, with your fast break points that you get, with the turnover, you could accumulate those numbers. That makes, 25 points from those two projections and stuff like that. And, anything like that. But this team I really cue on, I harp on it all the time about pushing the pace. They do that well. Sometimes they're more of a half court. That's Tom Thibodeau style, half court, more base, but they do push the ball. Mm-hmm. You see Julius Randle doing it. You see Jalen Brunson doing it. You see IQ doing it. They get the ball up the court. Not all the time, but majority of the time, when they get, especially if it's a missed shot, they try to get the ball up court and get down the court fast and score the basketball. Saying to the fast point breaks. I mean, fast break points. Excuse me. My goodness, I don't know where I'm at tonight. But these are the things that we need to, for us to be. And I can't even sit here and talk to you about us being some B-level team like it was about 2 months ago. A lot of people were talking about we have a lot of B- and stuff. We got an A+ guy in Jalen Brunson. We got an A+ guy in Julius Randle. We got an A+ guy in Mitchell Robinson. We got an A+ plus in defensive stopper. Anybody in the 2 position from Quentin Grimes. IQ is an A+ guy that plays defense and can score the basketball. We got a whole bunch of A's. You know what I mean? They're starting to. They used to be B's, but they're looking more polished, like an A, maybe a B++ or something like that. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm rolling with what this team is doing, and like I said, kudos to Tom Thibodeau for coaching this team. To who would have thought we were ready to fire Tom Thibodeau November, December. We was ready to kick Tom Thibodeau out. Tom Thibodeau, this old school method of playing basketball and all that stuff. He has made a lot of nuanced moves. He has took out Fournier. He benched Reddish. He took D Rose out of the starter lineup. I mean, out of the rotation. He's changed, and he has changed. That's another reason why I'm letting my beard grow until we win the title or Tom Thibodeau cut his beard off.
That's a good one. I'm holding you to that. I heard it. I heard my nigga talk. Shy Powell said he's not cutting that beard.
Let's go, Tom Thibodeau. Let's go, Tom. Look, Tom. I'm coloring it and everything like you do, Tom. Me too.
That was a good one, Shy Powell. And listen to that. But you know what, though? It won't be long, though. I don't think it'll be long. I think this team is really – listen, man, I don't know what's going to happen in the offseason. But the Knicks going to make a move in the next year that get them either to the Eastern Conference Finals or they fuck around and win it all. They're going to make a move. Mark my word. Y'all write this down. They're going to make a move. With the way this team is right now, they one player from possibly going deep up in this thing. They really are. And I want to be surprised this year if the New York Knicks get in the second round. Anybody in that top 3 better watch out. I'm not saying they're going to beat them, but they're going to be dangerous. If the New York Knicks get in that first round and knock somebody off, and then they got to go in the second round, play whether it's Boston, Philly, if it stays the same with Milwaukee, they're going to have a tough out against the New York Knicks. And what move for me, I got to move out there. People might think I'm crazy. I talked to Shy Powell about it. This is what I think is going to happen to me. I think the Knicks next year, this is my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. This is what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to move R.J. Barrett with some pieces to get that dude. I think they got enough draft capital. They can do it with the money because think about it. RJ about to go into a $20-something million deal next year. I think they might, and because I'm an RJ guy too, but I'm a real dude too. I don't have a problem with the Knicks move RJ next year with a couple more, with some picks or whatever, to bring in a guy like a la Brandon Ingram, somebody like that. Or I'm not saying that he's gonna be moving. I'm saying that type of talent. Bringing a guy on every night could get you 20, not inconsistent nights, but every night could go out there and do what Julius Randle and Brunson doing. That's all I say that. I mean, I just think they got to get that dude who can keep the numbers like that every night. Not 1 minute he down, not many we up, but I do. I don't know who it is or what dude it is. I don't know, but I think they're gonna make that move though. Oh, there you go. Bucks 82. Good one, Jarvis. Good looking. Nets 83. Bucks 82. Good God, that's a wrap. Bucks gonna win that one without Giannis. But that's what I think gonna happen, man. I got that feeling is that these Knicks they too close. They too close, Shy Powers. The Knicks is too close right now. They that close to get into the Eastern Conference Finals, especially with KD and Kyrie and them leaving out of there. You know what I mean? Now your main threat is Giannis and Joel Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them your major threats. And then obviously you got Jason Tatum in them, but we're not too concerned with that, I don't think. But I do think it might be that time though. And I'm with you, Jarvis. Listen, guys. I'm an RJ fan, but this is business though. It ain't about not loving the guy, liking him. I think this is what I think the Knicks would do. Let me ask y'all a question, Shy Powers. Do you think for the money RJ get, which is going to be 20-something million, 25, 27, something like that. You put $10 million with that, you got a superstar. You know what I'm saying? $37 million. So then I think you got to move RJ for this reason alone. Even if you don't get in the superstar, you're gonna have to pay Emmanuel quickly. You're gonna have to pay Quentin Grimes. You know what I mean? So you might have to, if you want to keep Josh Hart, you have to pay him too. So who's gonna be that guy with a big contract? The Knicks can move maybe him, Harkenstein, Derrick Rose probably be going. They probably get Fournier out of here. That's why I think the Knicks are dangerous, Shop House, for that reason. If you check it out, let's say if you move RJ contract, we get back into the show. You move RJ contract, that $27 million. You got 14 coming off Derrick Rose, right? That's what, 41. You got Evan Fournier, 18 million. If you can move it, I'm just adding up the dollars. That's $59 million. And if you move money, that's $67 million. Regardless what you got to bring back in, I get all that stuff. But what I'm saying, the Knicks are that flexible. They are that flexible. They could there in 1 year bring back almost $60 million if they do it the right way. That's why I think there's going to be some different stuff going on. So we'll see. But I know we talk about this year, but it's going to be interesting though. Real talk.
I always talk about these players that we see on this team this year. We may not see some of them next year. I mean, for those same reasons. And if the chatter is about moving RJ, you know what I mean, and moving them to certain places, two places that I can see RJ going, and we could get someone from both of those teams. One is the Raptors, and I mean put him right over there and his hometown and stuff like his home country and stuff like that, and let him prosper out there, let them scream his name out and stuff like that, and he can go over there and really blossom over there, you know what I mean? Being that type of guy over there, and we could probably see about OG from over there, or to Pelicans and see if we could get Ingram, match him back up with his boy over there, Zion and stuff like that. Hopefully he gets, Zion could drop a couple of pounds and stay on the floor with RJ. That would be a good pairing, I believe, with them two guys playing together before, and both of them being boys, I think they would look for each other, so it would look good with, if we were looking to make a trade. And we got so many picks that we got so many picks, we got so many first rounds, we got so many second rounds. We might not see RJ. Obi might be a name that might be out there. It might come to the table. Who do we want more, Obi Toppin or Emmanuel Quickly? And I mean, because Emmanuel Quickly is going to get some money this year to stay here. They are going to give him something. He wants to be here too. He said it last night in his interview. I mean, the team got some cohesion together, and he likes it here. So, they may be thinking, and that is Tom Thibodeau's guy. He may not start the basketball, but he surely ends. He ends up on the court in the fourth quarter. So, some things that may be juggled around and moved and shucking and jiving and all whatever you want to call it and stuff like that, because right now we need a wing. We need a consistent wing, and I think RJ could do it. I think he could get it together. I think he need one more off season. This was a contract year. Maybe he got a little messed up, got a little chubby and stuff like that. He go hang out with Julius Randle over the summer and stuff like that. Come back super ripped, more athletic feeling, easier to move his feet, left lateral foot motion and stuff like that, to move side to side and stuff like that. And we may not look to get anybody else. Who knows? These next 20 game, 19, how many games we got left is going to really have a telltale on if RJ is going to be here, or by July 13th. I think that's the number. Some that I keep getting that July 13th. That I think that's when his contract goes into effect. If he's going to be here, or if he's going to be moved.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not advocating moving RJ by no means. This is what I think the Knicks is going to do. Not what Divine going to do. I think the Knicks may be thinking this. And here's why I say that. If you were then and willing to move him for Donovan Mitchell, so nobody's off the table. Like Sharp Howard said, ain't nobody off the table. I think other than Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson and Mitchell Robinson, I don't think anybody's off the table for the Knicks.
I got to put IQ in it too.
I really want to put Grimes in there because he's a Tom Thibodeau player. That dude is a defense.
He's going to get better. He's going to be like a Brogdon. I think
crazy, Sean Powell. He's locking down everybody, yo. He locked down Jason Tatum last night. Like I said, Bradley Beal, CJ McCollum. And watch what he do tomorrow against Tyler Hero tomorrow. I'm at Friday. I'm calling it right now. Watch Quentin Grimes on Tyler Hero Friday. Now y'all see what I'm talking about. This cat going up there giving a lot of cats to business, man. I mean, shoot the Quentin Grimes, man. And that's the type of ball player you want. When my offense game ain't going, I still can affect the basketball game.
Yeah.
That's what that young man is doing. He affecting the basketball game, not even when his offense is not clicking, but he hitting timely three-point shots. He getting to the bucket. His assist numbers looking good. But I do say that to say all that them four guys, I think Quickly and Grimes might be the next rookies that the Knicks drafted to get a 4-year extension.
Mm-hmm.
I think Quickly and Grimes to be the next pair of Knicks to get that extension going for 4 years. Obi Toppin, we'll see. But like I said, I think, man, this team is too close, Shaw Powers. I know the favoritism. We really favor a lot of our players. We love them because we got a lot of sentimental feelings about it. But make no mistake, you bringing a dude up in here that's going to help Jalen Brunson and Randall on an every night consistent basis. Not 5 games, 7 games, then you fall off, then you go back up. No, every night. Like Julius Randle, he's giving it to you every night. Jalen Brunson giving it to you every night. They might go get a player along with them two that give it to you every night. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's what the biggest thing that where I'm getting at it with. But like I said, RJ might come out next year gangbusters. He might go out there and blow this thing up, and next thing you know, we won't even be talking about it. But you got to keep in mind what the Knicks thinking, though. You think it's really about what the Knicks is thinking, the front office, and what they can do. Because listen, it's hard for me to say, okay, Tibbs, you benching RJ in the fourth quarter, but it's working. See, that's what I'm scared about, Shaw Powers. You got a $27 million player next year. He can't go through what he's going through right now. Be it pulled to the fourth quarter on a $27 million deal. You know what I mean? They're expecting you to take that $27 million and make it happen. And that's why we just got to keep in mind about that. But I don't think, hopefully he don't. I hope RJ don't. I hope he come into the All-State to get it popping and come back next year, and then the Knicks really be gangbusters. But this team is ready to roll, man. So we got to see how it goes. Yeah, he did, man. Hey, listen, them points that RJ scored, Shaw Powers in the chat. I'm glad you put that up there. There was some crucial little buckets that was in that period of time. Right. There was some crucial buckets. RJ
8 points in the quarter.
Crucial. That 3, 2 drop floaters in the middle. That's why I just want to see him do it all the time, man. Because this cat got game, bro. He RJ Barrett's not a scrub. You know what I mean? But at the same time, what if you got to go out there and move a piece to get a contender? I think that's the easiest. That's not the easy, but I think that might be that one contract that they would try to get off the books. That's what I just think they would try to do. They ain't moving Brunson and Randall to clear that cap space. You gotta remember they ain't gonna be able to do too much because he kicks in at $27 million next year. So that means the Derrick Rose expired contract, $14 million that goes to RJ Barrett's contract. You know what I mean? So now you paying him $10 million this year. So my man's expiring contract, which is Derrick Rose, that money, just hypothetically say that's going to be the $14 million that you got to put on RJ's contract. He making $10 million this year. He making 20-something next year. So pretty much you're not gaining nothing by even with Derrick Rose expiring because that money going to RJ. Pretty much. I don't know how all the numbers work out and everything, but then the only thing you left with is can we move Fournier? So do you give Emmanuel Quickly Fournier's contract if you can get a move without taking back a lot of that money? What we do with Emmanuel Quickly and Obi and Josh Hart, that's the biggest thing. And Quentin Grimes will be coming up in a couple of years. So it's a lot of stuff to this stuff, but I think they're going to work it out, though. I think they're going to work it out. Later, at the end of the third quarter, 91-85, Nets losing to Milwaukee, which I thought that was going to happen anyway. I wasn't even worried about it. But it's interesting, man. I think if he just got to stay in the gym, stay working, stay positive, just keep learning like you've been doing. Already been developing every year he came to the NBA. 14 one year, 17 the next year, 20 last year, and he around 20 this year. So he's like the man been making. He been showing improvement ever since he's been here. So that's a good thing. We just got to see. We just need to be consistent shots. But think about it sometime. When Arden missed like 7 or 8 3-point shots, you know how many points we took off the board? And I'm not banging on RJ. That's why I want him to get these shots. But don't even shoot that many times from 3-point range. That's what RJ got to do. Don't shoot that. You're not a 3-point shooter like that consistently. So don't go out there shooting all the time. Go in the middle. Use that bully ball shit you were doing last night. And then when you open the 3-point shot, you shoot a shot, pal. I think once he do that, he'll be okay. But I think he's gonna pop. I think he's gonna pop for the end of the season. I know that much.
He got a killer jump shot from the key from the foul line. I don't know. Excuse me. He can come up. He can make his move and get to the foul line and jump up and shoot the jump shot. He doesn't necessarily have to shoot the three. Come in at the top of the key. You know what I mean? The top of the key to the foul line. He hits those shots. Those 15 to 18-foot jump shots. He hits them pretty frequently. I don't know why he's not using that more to get him in rhythm. And I mean, so when he does make the move, if he RJ just need to show something before he start doing the bully ball move. You know what I mean? And he'll get together, man. He hasn't been this bad in turnovers since I've known him in his career. You know what I mean? He's almost close to four turnovers a game. You know what I mean? He's taken the reins from Randall from last year. Randall having 5, and now he's having about 4 or 5. Randall's dropped his down to like 2. You know what I mean? So, he'll get over it. You know what I mean? He'll he just had. Damn, I got something in my throat. He just has to get something. He's missing something this year. You know what I mean? Something didn't click for him this year, and I don't think he's laboring from that finger. I think he had the time off from the All-Star break. I think he's ready, and I think he's going to come back, man. I know if he's not, if he watches some type of something about Knicks basketball and how the Knicks fans talk about RJ, and I know he hears it, and I know he wants to be better, and I know he'll get better. So I'm not worried about RJ, and we just need RJ to be better this year for us to go farther into the playoffs.
Yo, salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Nice. Knicks fan, let's go pizza, go la wide. Everybody, Jarvis, everybody. Let me let y'all a question. Next 5 games. The next 5 games, which I think the Knicks record going to be in the next 5 games. Obviously, we got the Nets tomorrow. We got Miami Friday. We got the Heat Sunday. Then we go out there to the West. Do y'all think the Knicks can go 4-1, or y'all think it'll be like a 3-2 thing? It's gonna be tough out, man. Listen, like I said, Miami know how the Knicks get down, so they're gonna look to go at Miami, try to put some work in. And I do. Nice that we taking it all, man. That's what's good. I love to hear that. I'm
right with Nice. I believe we could beat Brooklyn. I believe we could beat Miami. I believe we could beat Boston again at home. And I mean, I think we showed them something different. I think we beat them at home. What's the next game after that? Sacramento. That's when we go out.
Yeah, we go out. Then we go out to Sacramento first game.
I think we beat Sacramento, LA, and the Clippers. I think we lose to Portland. That's what I think we lose to.
I think we lose to Portland. Oh my God!
I think we lose to Portland on the game. Like we were talking in the background, I think the next I believe as a Knicks fan, because I'm just giddy. The way the team is playing right now, I believe we could beat Brooklyn tomorrow. I believe we could beat Miami. I believe we could beat Boston again. Okay. I believe we could beat Sacramento, the first game out into the West Coast. I believe we beat them. We need to get revenge on the Lakers, which is going to be a very hard game to have a different crew. I think we get revenge on the Clippers. We need to get revenge on them, and Kawhi and all of them. We need to get revenge on them. And I think after we beat Kawhi and them, then we go into whatchamacallit, and Reddish scores 54. Reddish go crazy on us. Scores 68 points and some crazy stuff. We think the starters out and let the bench rock the whole second quarter and come back home and start a new winning streak.
Yeah, he gives you dead on about that. We got Charlotte before we go on that West Coast trip, so that's good.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Charlotte. I forgot about it. We got them.
Yeah. We should hopefully we go for it. Man, the Knicks go 5-0 like a lot of I said. I'm man, it's probably like a 1999 out this month. That means that will put us. I
forgot about Charlotte. I sure did forget about Charlotte.
That will put us at 41 wins, bro. Oh my God, that should be nuts. If the Knicks go 4-0 or 5-0 in the next 5 games, we win 50 games. I'm telling you now, if they go 4-0, I got 4-1, 3-2. But I'm with Jarvis on that one. I got 4-3.
Who do you think they lose to then, Divine?
In that 5 game, I got a feeling they probably will lose to the Celtics. I mean, I ain't gonna say they probably will. They got a chance to lose to the Celtics. I'm not saying they're gonna lose. I got a feeling the Celtics with Jaylen Brown come back, they know what the Knicks did to them. Jason Tatum gonna be like, y'all disrespect me in the golf. But we got their number too, though. So I might have to jump on all y'all bagging on this one. The Heat gonna be a tough game. They fighting for something. They fight. They outfight. They beat Joel and beat them the other day, and Jimmy Butler went off. But I still think that I put like this here: if RJ and Quentin Grimes come to play the next 5 games, I'll roll with y'all on that 5-0. I'll roll with y'all on that 5-0. I'll put it like that. If Quentin Grimes come to play and knock down some 3-ball shots, and RJ getting his bag a little bit, and listen, I want to go 5-0 too, but I remember, we don't forget, everybody said he's the most optimistic person in the world. I am, but sometimes reality sets in. You just don't know what can happen on any given night, man. Things can happen, but I'm with you. I'm gonna take the 5-0 with all you. If y'all want me to go 5-0, I'm gonna roll with y'all. I'm just trying to be realistic about it. So if we do lose one, we don't get the feeling like, oh my God, the Knicks suck. Clay lost a game. Nah, we're gonna lose a game. We ain't going 20-0 the rest of the way. Obviously. So I mean, I just don't think that's gonna happen. We play a good ball right now, man. But it's gonna be a tough out against these guys, man. It's gonna be a tough out against a lot of these guys, man. We good on the road. We got a great road record. We 18-12 on the road. Starting to play well at home. Knicks is a tough out. I ain't make no mistake about it. I had 45 wins from the beginning of the season. I'm sticking to it, and I ain't letting up. But if the Knicks go 5-0, I'm amping that up to stand at 50. If the Knicks go 5-0, the next thing, like a lot of Wise said, and 24/7 just said, okay, we got a different monster on our hand then. So I'm hoping that's the case, because me, I want these cats to get it popping. But we just got to see what happens. And the Knicks gonna come to play every night, man. They come to play every night, Chop House. So I'm not concerned about it. It's just that
Let me get it right though, Divine. So it's Brooklyn,
yep.
Then it's Miami, then it's Boston, then it's the Hornets.
Right.
Okay, then we go on the West Coast.
Yep. So it's
we win in the next 5.
Okay. I'm rolling with y'all.
We win in the next 5, man. The Knicks are on it, man. Every team that we playing right now, especially the East Coast teams, that I believe every time they get on the court with the East Coast team, they know that they got to beat them because they're close. There's somebody either 1 or 2 games under us or 1 or 2 games over us. So I think they beating every team in the East. Now, when we get to the West, that's where we might have a little falter. And I mean, I'm pushing it by saying beating the Lakers, beating the Clippers, and beating Portland. No, I'm not really pushing it too much with Portland, but the Lakers team is looking a little different with the acquisitions that they picked up. And I mean, they I watched them other night. They played a little bit better than they usually do. So they may be a little stronger. They got a little stronger. So excuse me. With that being said, but the next 5 games, I think we got a chance of winning all 5 of those games.
I'm on the wagon with y'all, man. Me, man. I like this consistency. But more than the consistency saying that we will, then I'm gonna roll with the consistency. But like I said, we don't know how it's gonna go, but we'll see how it go. Every game is like a playoff game. Jarvis, 102 to 90. I told you that wasn't gonna last. Listen, the Brooklyn Nets, you know why they gave Jock Ball that money? Because they about to go into a rebuild. That's why they extended him. A lot of these coaches, man, when you lose players like they did, the Nets don't got enough firepower. They got good defense, but they don't got enough firepower. Dinwiddie is the only cat on that team, other than Cam Thomas, but he's too inconsistent. You know what I mean? They don't got enough firepower, man. You can't lose KD and Kyrie off your team and expect your team to still be good. Can't do that. There's no way. You could lose who you depended on, Shop Howard. You depended on KD and Kyrie every night. You depended on KD and Kyrie to bring y'all home, and now they gone. You don't got nobody there who can do that for you every night. Dinwiddie is not that dude. He good, but he ain't that dude. So I really think that thing is That thing is about to be a wrap right there. I think they're going. That's why my man Cash Out. I ain't gonna lie, Cash Out. When you said Mikal Bridges for RJ and 2 picks, I might have to wrote that boy defense would knock. He would lock the Knicks defense. Him, Quentin Grimes, and Mitchell Robinson ain't letting nobody score on them. That's real talk. So I think that's interesting, man. But we'll see how it goes. Salute my man Aborigine. Salute to the chat, man. Y'all cats got to pop it up in there. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, because we on fire up in here. Y'all on fire up in the chat. Knicks on fire when it gave Boston a massacre yesterday, 109 to 104. Straight gutted them boys last night. Other than Marcus Smart and Brogdon, ain't nobody had nothing for us. Nothing. So salute to the Knicks last night. Played that crazy game, man. They went out there and did their thing. I was really proud of that. And look at that game, that score against the Wizards and the Hawks. 109 and 108 in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left, almost 4 minutes left. And come on, Wizards, knock them boys off. Knock them off. And that'll be pretty interesting to see. So, yeah, we got a chance to make it happen, man. We got a chance to go deep. I'm looking forward to these cats getting out there, grinding real hard, sharp hours, and just making this thing work for us, man. We got to make it work for us. And if we do that, we're going to be okay. But I think the 4th seed is ours, though. Y'all heard me, and I eat crow later if I had to with some sweet baby rays. I mean, like I always say, I think that 4th seed gonna be ours. So I'm really looking forward to that, especially tomorrow, man. Tomorrow game's gonna be crazy. I think the Heat and the Sixers get it popping. Boston and Cavaliers. Boston beats Cleveland tomorrow in Boston. Cleveland have 26 losses. We have 27. We got Cleveland one more time this year, I think, at the end of the year. So it's going to come down to the get down. I think after tomorrow, Knicks will be one game out of a game and a half or out of the 4th spot. Real talk. I think that's what's going to happen tomorrow night. Yeah. He's dead on with that Frank Montola. I'm with Kendrick Perkins on that. I think I said that earlier. The New York Knicks get out the first round. I think that top 3 going to have a problem in the second round with the Knicks. I think Knicks go 7 with anybody. If we get out the first round in the second against one of them high echelon teams like Milwaukee, Boston, and Philly, we taking them 7 games. We might lose it. We taking them 7 games. But if the Knicks beat one of them boys in the second round, we get to the Eastern Conference. Shout out, that should be crazy, bro. It'll be, and that's what I'm saying. This team is deep, man. We a couple players away, man. It's over.
I'm willing it because it all depends on our matchups and who we play. Because if we go first round against the Celtics, if we go first round against Cleveland, I think we got a chance of winning that one. I think we got a real good chance of winning that. And it all depends on who we play in the second round. Because if it's Philly or if it's Philly or the Celtics, I think we make it to the Eastern Conference because then it'd probably be Giannis and them next. That'll probably be if we play Giannis, the last Giannis team in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Mm-hmm.
Whoo, it's on and popping. If we don't see them second round, because we're not going to see in the first round. First round will probably be Cleveland. I think that's who we'll probably see. Cleveland, maybe Brooklyn. Maybe Philly falls down and we play Philly first round. But with that being said, if we play Cleveland first round and then we get Boston or if we play Cleveland and we get Boston or Cleveland in the second round, Boston or Philly in the second round, man, oh man, it's on and popping. I ain't scared of those 2 teams. I am not.
And we ain't got to travel far to get to them neither. Right?
You know what I mean?
Down I-95, only going the other way.
Yeah, man. I ain't scared. I ain't scared to see neither one of those teams.
And with Mitchell Robinson back, I definitely ain't scared of him now. I think we played for the last couple of games. We played this guy without Mitchell Robinson. No, without Mitchell Robinson, we've been playing these cats, and now you see the impact he got back on the court. Defense getting stellar, offense been stellar. These boys is tough, man. It's gonna be a tough out against anybody. I think if we get in that second round, like you said, to me, I think Giannis and just primed to do what they do. Don't get me wrong, Boston legit. They got to the Western Eastern Conference Finals last year. I mean, to the finals, so he can't knock them. But like I said, it's a different team with Jaylen Brown there, and stuff like that. But I think the way our team is built can match up against them well. I think the way we built match up against them well. But I ain't scared of none of them cats. Real talk, I ain't scared of none of them. Let's get up and let's join that 4th seed, which I think they're going to get the 4th seed. The almighty 4th seed will be the New York Knicks this year. Home court advantage in the first round. Cleveland got to come to New York, and they're a terrible road team. Keep an eye on that. Cleveland is not a good road team this year. And if they wind up being in the 5th spot and got to come to New York, it's going to be on and popping up in here. Real talk, it's going to be fire. I think the Knicks is built for that. I think they're ready for it. Man, they smoking the Nets 110-95. Really tough. Jay Boogie was popping, my brother. What's good? JB was good with you. Yeah, man, but it's a good time to be a Knicks fan right now. These boys is a gritty committee. They're hard. They go hard. They physical. Men are quickly IQ just that dude right now. Jay Hart, that dude. Oh my God! Like I said, once my man Quentin Grimes on the offense side, or him and RJ get it popping, it's gonna be on in New York. Let's get this thing, man. I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I think you play the first 2 games in the Garden. If that would be the matchup 4-5, Knicks and them, and Knicks got the 4th spot. You win the first. I think you beat them in the Garden 2 times, and they're a good home team, but we're a good road team. I still think our talent. You take Donovan Mitchell. I think Julius Randle washes him out, right? Darius Garland, Jalen Brunson washes that out. That's just a wash. Them 2 positions is a wash. That's why I said RJ got to get Mobley numbers. If I think RJ pop in the playoffs, Knicks gonna be hard to beat because I think they got 3 guys literally can match up against anybody in the East. You got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. We got Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. They put up the same damn number, damn near, except for Jason Tatum that's scoring 30 a game. I think the X factor for the Knicks gonna be RJ Barrett. If RJ Barrett pop and he get his 20 a night or whatever, and we stay healthy, it's gonna be interesting, bro. I just think it's gonna be interesting. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun, but we ain't got there yet. We just having a little bit of fun with that because we talk about everything else the rest of the night that we're gonna be getting off at 10 o'clock. We all got to get on the grind in the morning. But I think this team tomorrow, man, we go out there beat the Nets. Nets take that shellacking like they did tonight. We be a game and a half or 2 games on them dudes. Oh wow, the Wizards up 2 with 36 seconds left on the Hawks in Atlanta. They lose that. The Hawks drop to 30-32. That's another team that's going back the other way. Raptors got the Bulls by 3 with 15 seconds left in Toronto. Boy, this thing gonna be fired. I think the Knicks locked in. I think the Knicks locked in at the 4 or 5. That's what I'm gonna say like that, Shop Out. They locked in at the 4 and 5. I think this is the way it's going. I just think the way it's going. I really do. Oh, Wizards got about 4 with 35 seconds left on the Hawks. Ooh, this thing is about to be on and popping up here. But yeah, man. Well, great show, man. The chat, y'all cats got it popping, man. Real talk, man. Y'all keep this thing going, man. Y'all are on fire as always. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up and run them up with them. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend. That's what we doing up in here, man. Knicks Real Talk, man. It's Postgame. Divine and Shop Powers in the chat. But yeah, it's looking pretty good for the Knicks right now. Looking pretty good. I can say that. So let's hope that tomorrow we go ahead and beat the Nets again on a back-to-back. Get them cats out the way. Go down to South Beach and turn the heat off. They tell the Miami Heat they ain't pay their light bill. Knicks coming to collect. They come to collect. They about to turn their lights off down there. So let's go down there and get it Friday, man. Let's go ahead and beat these boys. Turn their lights off. Some they ain't pay their heating bill and all that good stuff. Then we get on back up here and go to Boston and we going in Boston to give them a massacre. It's gonna be a real Boston massacre Sunday. Go in there and get these boys a business, and I think we good to go. He said, Divine, we still get that. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. We get them 2 picks and our picks, God. Otherwise, we still got it. You got them 2 picks. We got our pick. The Knicks is in prime position to go for a championship in the next 2 years. They just can go for it. And the good thing about it, for the next 3, with everybody locked in for 4 years, Randall, Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, RJ Barrett, and all them other than Jericho Sims, they're the only ones locked in for 4 years. Knicks is real smart dudes. And Julius Randle got a bargain contract. He putting up numbers like cats who got $40 million right now. He got a bargain contract, bro. Jalen Brunson contract. bargain contract, Shop Powers, and the salary cap going up, and you got flexibility, and you got draft capital. What New York Knicks, if it ain't the time to strike right now, now's the time. Strike while the iron is hot. Go out there and go get it, man. You can they in sort of a good position. They for the next 10 years, Scott Perry and them cats got this thing so legitimately sound that we gonna be all right no matter what happens. They got rebuilding material, and they got material to go out there and win the championship. Either way, they can rebuild down the line because they got draft picks and expiring contracts, and they also can go for a ring in the next couple of years because they got players on good contracts. So it's gonna be fun, Chop. I think it's gonna be really interesting, man. I think the Knicks got to go there and get it popping for real.
I'm not worried, man. I see some reports that they're at the bargaining table about maybe at the end of this year, 23, 24, they may be raising the salary cap to I think it was 140 or 150. So that makes it even easier for us to acquire players because I think we are 7 million before the luxury tax per se, like that 150. So if it goes to 150 and it adjusts to about 170, that means we got an extra 30 million on the books. I'm with it. I mean, let's see what happens, man. This offseason is going to be something to watch because, like I said, a lot of these players that we see on this team may not be here next year, and if they increase the salary cap, it is going to make it even more interesting to see what the Knicks could do in this offseason. So, you know what I mean? Let's get it, man. Tomorrow we got a big game against Brooklyn. They just lost tonight. Hopefully they're tired and a little worn out. So, just come over here and get the shellacking.
Yeah. You're right, 24/7. That contract was one we wish we would have never gave him to him. $72 million for 4 years. And that was a tough contract for me, man. That one out of all the contracts, like I said, that was one of the ones I really didn't want the Knicks to move because I just thought for $18 million you can get a guy who can play both sides of the ball. That was my only trepidation with his contract. For $18 million, you could have got a guy who could do what Emmanuel Quickly doing. You know what I mean? I think Fournier's contract becomes Emmanuel Quickly's contract in some sense of fashion, maybe $15 million a year. I don't know, whatever. But I think Evan Fournier's contract is Quickly's contract coming up. And that's why I said it'll be interesting what they're doing. Wizards up by 3 with 8 seconds left. Yes. But yeah, man, it's all good. I think we in the line doing some good things, man. Real talk, man. I'm happy about the way the season going so far. Sitting pretty good in the Eastern Conference.
118-104 Milwaukee.
Yeah, I told they were gonna smash them cats, man. There's a tale of two halves, man. Nets ain't got no firepower to do that. And now they're gonna run up on us. They only scored 101 on Milwaukee, where they got a good defense. You can matter what we're gonna give them tomorrow. I think Knicks might keep them on 100 tomorrow night. Keon Spencer, Dinwiddie, and Cam Johnson. That's it. It's over. Washington beat the Hawks, and they just got their new coach. It wasn't Nate McMillan. So then they lost that game. The reason why I said that with them, because the Hawks was right there at 31-30. They just was climbing. But now they 31-31 now. And we pick up, we got 4 games on them on the loss column, and we got 3 games on 5 games on the win side. So that was a tough loss for them. Raptors won. They get there to 30. They still behind the Hawks. Right now it's all about the Knicks, the Cavaliers. I ain't even think about nobody else. I ain't think about the Nets, the Heat, none of these cats. I think it's all about the Nets and the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's what my prize at right now. My eyes on that prize right there, the Cavaliers. Cavaliers got the Boston Celtics in Beantown tomorrow. I think they take the L. I think they mad about what the Knicks did to them. The Cavaliers take the L tomorrow. Cavaliers would be 39-26. Win tomorrow would be 37-27. 1.5 games out of that piece. Let's go do it. Real talk. I'm ready for these boys to do it, man. So I'm really excited about this thing, man. I think the Knicks gonna get the power. Frank Miles got tomorrow. I'm gonna do mine tomorrow because I'll be on the pregame, so I ain't gonna put that out there. I ain't gonna put my score out there tomorrow. But Frank got 118-101 tomorrow. I'm gonna hold you on that with Frank. That's what's up. I think they will lose 2 nights. I think they lose tomorrow, man. I think the Cavaliers. I said it last week. By the end of this week, the Knicks they might be in the 4th seed. I said it last week, and Cavaliers came out the gate. They lost 3 in a row, and I was like, "Listen, Cavaliers gonna come out the All-Star break. They got a chance to lose 3 games. They lost all 3 of them. I think they people, sometimes it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. And I'm gonna tell you what, we started off kind of iffy. We ended up good. Cavaliers started out balling. Now they might come back down to earth because it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. I think the Knicks locked in, and I think that 4 seed definitely will be the Knicks by next week. I just think the Cavs is not a good road team. I think not a good road team. Look at their record on the road. The Cavs are 13-18 away from Cleveland. They got one of the worst. They got one of the worst road record. They road record is lower than the Heat's. Heat 14-19. Everybody other than the Nets is under. After the Nets, everybody under 500 on the road, and counting the Cavaliers and counting the Miami Heat. 14-19, they 13-18. So that to me, that means when they come to the Garden, probably wind up taking an L. You know what I mean? Because they ain't a good road team. So I think this thing gonna be pretty interesting, man. It's gonna be fun. I'm ready to get into it. Yeah, they did, man. Mikal, I'm telling you, man. I know people. That's why I say you got to watch Mikal Bridges, boy. And that him at the 3. I ain't gonna lie to you. If he played with the Knicks at the 3, and I love RJ, but this cat is a phenomenal defender, bro. I don't think there are too many teams in the league that score on Mitchell Robinson, Mikal Bridges, and Quentin Grimes. Literally, Chop House. I don't think it's too. If he was on the Knicks right now with Mitchell Robinson and Quentin Grimes, they got the number 1 defense in the association. Period.
I'm gonna say this, Divine. We talked to, I forgot who it was who said in the chat, but the caveat back to talking about RJ is RJ going to the Raptors, OG goes to Brooklyn, and we bring Mikal to the Knicks. Woo! I mean, I forgot who was that, Divine? Was it
Let me tell you who that was. Put that in the chat out there, man. If I can remember who it was, one of our normal brother. I apologize. If you're in there, man, remember that. Was it Canal? My Canal was in the chat. It might have been Canal.
Canal, Cash Out with somebody. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But that trade is, if we're moving, RJ, just whatever we talking hoopla or whatever. But that we'll talk more about that at the end of the season. But that is a trade. That is a trade that I'll be willing to do if we can make something happen like that. If we have to give up 2 or 3, because Mikal Bridges would change the direction of the team.
Yeah. Oh man, you get him at the 3, it's over. So he played on a championship type of team with the Suns. He won in college. Villanova built in the building with Jay Hart and oh my God, and Jalen Brunson. Yeah, man. I mean, that's the type of player you need right there. He's that Jimmy Butler 3. You know what I mean? In a sense. But the cat is defending with the best of him and his offense game. Now that he's not behind Devin Booker. Now I guess you see what he's doing now that he's not under the shadow of Devin Booker and Chris Paul. He got free reign and everything, man. So Brunson and Jay Hart and him bring that Villanova Jay Wright type of spirit into the Knicks, man, with that winning culture. Ooh. So on the popper, man. Real talk, man. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be in the building tomorrow, pregame. You know what it is, 6:15. Knicks in the Brooklyn Nets, man. We'll be in the building tomorrow, ready to get it popping again, man. And we're gonna get up out of here before we go do what we gotta do. Get ready for tomorrow, get on our grind. I know Shy gotta get on this grind, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
And but listen, man, great show tonight. You cats is always on fire up there, man. Real talk, man. That you ain't kidding me. That's what I want to see. That would be nice. So listen, that it's gonna be interesting this summer. We're gonna see what happens this summer. First thing we need to take care of this year, take care of business, and get ready for this playoff run, man. We definitely gonna be up in there. But listen, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, running out the door, man. And that real talk, man. The chat is where it's at. You cats is always on fire, man. Thank you for all the knowledge I'll be dropping up in there. All you wise ladies and gentlemen up in there. I gotta say ladies, because you never know who in the back or who not. But you gotta show the love to the ladies. And once again, Ron, thank you for coming in today, man. Appreciate you, my brothers. Peace to you as well. Love to my man Ron. It's all love, brother. But listen, man, Shop out, give me a last word, man. We get up out of here.
Salute to the chat as always. Y'all keep our brother entertained. We in your chats. Y'all some wise gentlemen and ladies in the background, like you said, Divine. Salute to you as always, Divine. And see you guys tomorrow. Let's get it.
Tomorrow, man, y'all get ready to chime and hit the notification. It's gonna be on tomorrow. Knicks in Brooklyn. Knicks Brooklyn at New York. Go in there and try to get this the 37th win of the season. It's gonna be fun. That we heading on down to South Beach, so it should be fun. And it's all good, man. Salute to the chat. That's where that everybody in the building. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man. We appreciate y'all coming in. It's Knicks Real Talk, post game, Divine, Sha, the chat, and everybody. We out of here,
man. Smash some likes.
Likes, man. Hit them up, man. Tell a friend, like and subscribe. Don't hide, subscribe. Let's get it popping. Peace to everybody, man. Have a good night. Time for Divine Shot, KJ events. This Real Talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with a click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks Real Talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, so dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, you straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the facade. The entourage, be on the job. My energy, 50 tripping and 10 boots. As they cook my game plan, and my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that the Knicks we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We create the logo when there's hair space that appear like square space. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. And City Jackson's on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine on Mount Mars. Knicks Real Talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks Real Talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks Real Talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks Real Talk.
We here.
Here we go,
in the
let's go.
building. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it.